Hey guys, in this video, I wanted to help you answer the question on should I buy a house now or should I wait? I get that question all the time, and the answer might surprise you, and it's a little bit different. So if you keep on watching, I'll share a couple different perspectives and other questions you should be asking yourself as well. So if that's something you want to learn more about, keep on watching. The answer to should I buy a house now will be a little bit different for everyone, right? It depends on where you are personally. So there's a lot of couple questions, a few at least I wanted to mention in this video before you make that decision. The first question would be, are you ready financially? Do you have good credit scores to actually buy a house? Do you qualify to get a loan? And so just make sure that you have the money for the down payment. If you're a first-time home buyer, you can purchase a home with as little as 3% down. If Now you also have closing costs associated with the purchase, right? So and this market might be a little bit tight to ask the sellers to pay your closing costs, so you have to have a little bit more money saved up as well. You have to make sure that your credit scores are good. If your scores are bad, I would tell you to focus on building your credit so that when you are ready to buy a house, you can get a good rate, good terms, good loan product, and that will be a benefit for you in the long term. Okay, so the first thing is make sure you're financially ready, you have good credit, and that you're in a position to actually qualify to obtain a mortgage. The second thing I would mention is, are you ready to settle down? Meaning, are you ready to buy a house someplace and live there for 5, 7, 10 years, right? That's something you have to think about. If you've been renting till now and you're moving every now and then, and now if you buy a house, you kind of have to stay there for a while, right? So make sure you're able to purchase a home in an area that you did a lot of research on. Make sure you understand the neighborhood. Make sure your work commute is not too bad, right? That it's close enough where you can actually go to work and back every day. And so make sure you can settle down, meaning invest, slow down a little bit, and make sure you take the time to understand that being also a homeowner and means that you have to pay for everything yourself. So if something happens in a house, if you need a repair, a leak, anything at all, that's all on you. You have insurance, or maybe so you can get some help with that, but it's all on you now. When you're a renter, you can call the landlord and they'll come and fix it for you. But if you're a homeowner, that's something you have to take care of yourself. And if you're in an area that's close to work, that's something that over time it's going to make a big difference, guys. So if you have to travel far, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so make sure you know the area, you're ready to settle down, and everything at work is good too. And touching on the subject of work, if you are changing your careers or maybe you want to start your own business, think about that, because that might not be the best time for you to purchase a house. Because if you're starting your own business, we can't use any income for qualifying purposes until you actually had the business for more than 2 years. We have to show 2 years of tax returns and average the income after deductions to see if you even qualify. So if you just started a business a couple months ago, a year ago, you can't buy a house yet. Okay, if you're thinking about changing careers, make sure, what if they move you to a different state? So don't buy a house until you actually have that answered. Make sure you're not if it's a career change or if you're starting a new business, those are great things to focus on. So maybe just put the home purchase off for a little bit. Okay, and but if you're starting a business, go ahead, do it. That's a dream as well. So not only home ownership, but also starting your own business. That's a fantastic way to build and your wealth and your future for yourself and for your family. So everyone has to answer the question themselves. Should I buy a house now? It's not really about timing the market or trying to get a lower rate. The market is what it is. The rates go up and down. We're in the business. We know, we've seen it. So it's really more about you personally. Are you ready to buy a house, to settle down, think about the future, not about timing the market and try to get a good deal. You can still get a good deal, even in a market like right now. Who says you always have to overpay for the house? I mean, a lot of properties are selling for that, but maybe it wasn't your house to buy. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. So make sure that you take the time, slow down, educate yourself, and take the time to understand it. So it's not about timing the market. It's not about the rates. It's not about the economy crashing. We all have to live somewhere, right? If you're renting, you're still paying a mortgage. It's just not your own. So I'm a big real estate guy. Obviously, I'm in the mortgage professional. I'm a mortgage professional. So I help people successfully finance their home purchases. And I just think that's like one of the best ways to build wealth for yourself and for your family. So I'm always going to tell you that it's a good time to buy a house if you're ready, if the timing is right. So try not to time the market. Don't worry about the rates. If you're ready, you have good credit, you have the money, you have the perfect house, you're getting a good deal, then buy a house. Then buy a house. That's my personal opinion. Of course, someone might say, "Hey, Peter, you're a lender." Oh, of course you're going to say that. Well, that's my personal opinion. I just think that people have made great purchases and a lot of money in any economy. Okay, whether it was good or bad, with real estate, you kind of can't go bad. You can't go wrong, right? So, hope you find this information helpful. To learn more about similar topics like this, make sure you watch this video and this video. And if you haven't yet, make sure you like this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other videos like this that I'll be posting soon. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.